The idea of an image gallery is that you can have multiple pictures occupying the same space. So here, for example, we have a large image, then underneath it we have these smaller pictures, and we call these thumbnails, and these are effectively previews of this. So when I click onto the thumbnails, it will swap the large image to match. So this is what we call an image gallery. Now before we actually start making this, we need to prepare the images that we're going to use. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is save and source a number of images that you plan to use in your gallery. In this example, I'm going to do 4. You can choose to do more if you like. What I would suggest you do though is you choose a number that divides easily by half. So you don't want to be going for 5 because then that makes your sizing a little bit more awkward. So 4, 6, 8, etc. just makes it a little bit easier to work with. What you then need to do is you need to resize these in Fireworks. So what you need is a series of large images, so images that are going to fill this space, and then you're going to need the small images that are going to be the thumbnails. So you can see I've done a couple already, so I'm going to show you how we do that. In Fireworks, we need to decide how big our large image is going to be, and you want to choose a width that easily divides by the number of thumbnails that you've got. So in this example here, I've got 4 thumbnails, so 4 images. So I'm going to choose for mine 600 because that divides easily by 4. So if I create a new Fireworks document, I'm going to go 600. The height is not as important. You can choose whatever height you want so long as it looks right. So I'm going to go 400. Now this is just my example. The sizes for yours might need to be a little bit different. So if your navbar is 1024, for example, making it 600 might be a bit too wide. So have a little think about your navbar, and if you're not sure about your sizes, your teacher can help you with that. So this is the size for our large image. So we're going to go to File and Import, and we are going to find the images that we want to use. So I'm going to pick up one of the images, press open, and I'm going to drag this out over that document. Once I've dragged that out, I'm going to go ahead and save it. So File and Save As. I'm going to make sure it goes into the large images because that's what I'm saving. Now this is how we're going to name it. So we're going to start with the name of the page that it's going on. So it might be going on the home page, it might be going on the axe, recycling, etc. Start with the name that it's going on. So in this one it's going to be home. We then put in an underscore, and this is going to be our large image, so we're going to type in large, and you can see I've done the first 2, so this is going to be my third one. So home large 3. And then I press save. Then what I can do is delete that picture and repeat that process. So File and Import, I can find my next image, press open, drag it out, and File, Save As, and home large 4. So I've got my 4 large images done now. So the next step is to do the same thing for the smaller ones. So if we create another Fireworks document, for the height of this, for the width of this, it needs to be equal to, when you put them all together, the width of the large one. So if I've got 4, and my document, my main image, is 600, if I divide 600 by 4, that gives me 150. Height again is up to you. You could have it as a square, you could have it as a rectangle. Choice is entirely up to you for this. I'm just going to go for 100 for mine, which is going to give me a rectangle like this. So I'm now going to repeat that process and go File and Import. I'm going to find the images, so I'm going to do the same 2 that I've just done, drag it over it, and I'm going to go File and Save As, and this time round it's going into my thumbnails folder, and you can see how I'm naming this. I'm calling it home underscore thumb, and then the number. So you could call it home underscore thumb or home underscore thumbnail, or you could even call it home underscore small. Remember, if yours is not on the home page, that wants to be the page that you're saving it on. The reason you do that is it will make your images easy to find later if you need to. So this is my third one, and then I'm going to delete that and do my 4th. And when I save that, that's all my images now ready to go. So the next tutorial then will show you how you can start adding those into your web page.